Hi everybody, how you doing? Hey, would you hit that like button, please? Can you come in? I'm on my way, give me just a second. Just getting it set up here. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon, people. Hi, Pam. Hi, Ellen. I'm just a little bitty small channel, so I don't pull in a bunch of people on my first round, but usually just a few, and I do get a lot of replays though, which is cool. That's the whole point. Get the information out there, get it shared, right? So, Richard Allen. I just jump into things pretty quickly. There's really no point in waiting around. I don't really like long lives either, unless, maybe I'll do that sometime to get to know everybody. I would love to do that. I tried to do that on my very first live, but some crashers came in and it was a mess. So it's going to be kind of gun shy on, just hanging out. But anyway, so Richard Allen has sent a letter to the judge, and I'm going to put that up on the screen here. Here we go. And as y'all know, this is him. This is the guy. That's his mugshot. And ooh, boy, does he look like them drawings. But innocent until proven guilty. I keep telling myself. Here is his letter to the judge. Get my mouse out of the way. If you want to grab a screenshot, go right ahead. I don't care. It's not mine. I'm just sharing it. I'm going to read it. It's addressed to the Carroll Circuit Court. And something. I can't read it. I'm going to zoom in. They put the filing stamp right over his word here. Those associated. Can anybody read that? Let me check. Okay. So it says regarding his case number, in the cause listed above, I, Richard M. Allen, hereby throw myself at the mercy of the court. I am begging to be provided with legal assistance and a public defender or whatever help is available. At my initial hearing on October 28, 2022, I asked to find representation for myself. However, at the time, I had no clue how expensive it would be just to talk to someone. I also did not realize what my wife and I's immediate financial situation was going to be. We have both been forced to immediately abandon employment, myself due to incarceration and my wife for her personal safety. She has had to abandon our house for her own safety. What little reserve there is will fail to even maintain the original residence. I believe that's what it says there, residence. Again, I throw myself at the mercy of the court. Please provide me whatever assistance you may. Thank you for your time in this most urgent matter. And he signed it. So, I don't know about you guys. I mean, it's really hard discussing these cases, isn't it? When you have feelings one way or the other, but you have to apply logic and you have to apply the rights of the parties involved. For me, reading this one part, I throw myself in the mercy of the court. My mind's going back to Abby and Libby, asking for mercy. And I, innocent until proven guilty, Debbie. I keep telling myself, and it's so hard because I do know that, according to all the sources in this matter, apparently they got to where they are now by having DNA evidence and apparently animal hair. I think there was a cat involved, a cat that he actually killed and buried in their backyard. So yeah, it's really hard for me. Don't really like this case myself. I'm looking for another one to jump into. I wanted to cover the Danny Masterson case, but again, that's a rape case, and don't really like doing that, especially if I really like the person. I really liked Danny Masterson, and that really bothers me what he's accused of. So I kind of stayed away from that one too. But on this case, hi Ellen. But on this case, it's really hard because let's head over to YouTube here. I've got so much going on. And I'm going to close out some of these tabs as well. And I forgot to pull up chat on my other window here. Hang on. Got to pull up my own YouTube so I can talk to you guys in chat and keep it on YouTube. There we go. Sound is much better, Ellen. Ellen, thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'll pull up the letter again. Yes, I will read the letter again. All right. It says it's addressed to Carroll Circuit Court, and I believe. Can you hear me now, Ellen? Is my volume okay now? Let me check my phone. Yeah, I can hear myself on my phone. Crackling. Why would it be crackling? That's really strange. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I can fix it. I think the problem is I am too far from Wi-Fi. So give me just a second. I'm going to fix it. Okay. Hey, all right. So I think the problem is, yes, kind of reception. Yeah, it's because I'm too far from my router. So we're going for a walk. I'm going to mute myself. I have a mobile desk that's got like a swivel thing on it for my laptop. And I bring it into the living room when I just want to chill in here rather than being in the office, or if I don't want to be in my bedroom in my little corner office in there. And this thing can just wheel around the house. I love it. And I can sit on the couch like I am now, just kind of cozied up on the couch, and it swivels all the way to me, which is awesome. Well, let's see if I can just present it on the screen. Well, add file. Okay. That's what I don't like about StreamYard. I can't just add an image to the screen unless I'm sharing my screen. It will only allow me to share PDFs. Oh, you know what? I can just save it as a PDF real quick. Hang on, guys. Let me do that. It's easy enough. Bear with me just 2 seconds. I'm gonna get this resaved. But when you open the letter, yeah, because I think I'm just too far from the modem. We'll go for a walk in just a minute. I'll move in there to the office. But for now, I'm just gonna stick this in a PDF file. So I can stick it on the screen. It kind of looks better anyway this way. File, save as. Please open. Okay. Yeah, I can't have this on my screen because it's got some of my personal documents on there. So and my full legal name and all that stuff is at the top too, so that sucks. All right, hang on. I even went into my my Google account and I took off my last name off of the Google account. But every time I pull up files, it's still all right there. It just sucks. Whoops. All right. Nope. Close that one. Almost there, guys. My puppies are barking. All right, here we go. I have my windows and everything open. It's really nice today. Okay. All right, I got it now. You ready? Go back. I went ahead and did it a little different. Let's see if my screen is okay this way. Now, which tab was that? All right, so I went to Grizzly. She just put it up. So, can you hear me okay, everybody? How is my audio right now? I could get that line off the screen. Okay, how's my audio currently? Everything's good? Okay. So yes, definitely this is from Grizzly. I love her. Please come check out her video. She just put this up a few minutes ago too. And it looks like this one is 36 minutes long. And when I popped over, I saw that she has another live scheduled about this for later. So check that out. I love her. Okay, so this says to Carroll Circuit Court, and I think it says those associated, but the file stamp from today is over that, so it's hard to see. And it says re cause number with the case number 08601 2210 MR1 or MR, I think it's a 1. In the cause listed above, I, Richard M. Allen, hereby throw myself at the mercy of the court. I am begging to be provided with legal assistance and a public defender or whatever help is available. At my initial hearing on October 28, 2022, I asked to find representative for myself. However, at the time, I had no clue how expensive it would be just to talk to someone. I also did not realize what my wife and I's immediate financial situation was going to be. He doesn't own a house, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. Oh, you know what? Ellen, you know what I need, right? Do you think you can get that? Or did you already send that? Because I don't remember. Okay. We have both been forced to immediately abandon employment. Myself due to incarceration and my wife for her personal safety. Oh, cool. Yes, please send that. Should I also put that up on the screen? Let me know yes or no on that one. Okay. She has had to abandon our house for her own safety. I notice he does not mention his daughter, but I think his daughter isn't his. I know his daughter's a little older now. I'm going to show y'all some interesting photos. It's Richard M. Allen. I had his middle name, but I forgot. Okay, so it says she has had to abandon our house for her own safety. What little reserve there is will fail to even maintain the original residence. Again, I throw myself at the mercy of the court. Please provide me whatever assistance you may. Thank you for your time in this most urgent matter. Signed, Richard M. Allen. Okay, cool. So that's Grizzlies. There's a lot coming out on that case, and I can't wait to, follow along on that with everybody. All right, I'm going to set my chat over here. Hang on. Okay, hold on, let me see. I'm going to close a couple of tabs here. Okay. Well, you gotta be careful, Matthew's middle. Okay. Gotta be careful to keep all my tabs closed that have, like my name or anything on them. I can't click on my Windows menu because if I do, this one down here, if I do, then up pops my Google account that has my dang last name on it. I know eventually I'm going to dox myself, y'all. And that's fine. I mean, I don't have anything to hide. I just prefer to not have my real life associated with my YouTube life. Hi, Tree. Let me check my notifications. Okay. So, yes, Grizzly just put it up. And, looks like it's a criming shame. If you guys don't follow them, do. I like them too, and looks like they're covering the letter as well. So it's pretty big news that he sent out this letter asking for assistance, Oh, yes, hi, pray for peace. Come back over here for a second. So, according to the documents that I read, I didn't save them, I just read them. I'm going to get those. I probably have them somewhere, but they used DNA to make a final determination that, this is the guy, and there was also something in there about animal hair and this was things that they were specifically looking for in the home. Apparently, one or both of the girls, just reading between the lines, if they're looking for animal hair, and they have that listed on the search warrant, which is what they had on this guy for his residence. They were looking for, um, animal hair, specific animal hair, and it turns out that that was a cat, and they found the cat buried in his backyard. So yeah, pretty sad, huh? I think he had, how cats shed on everything, right? I think he took some cat hair with him and left it behind at the crime scene, and they used that along with DNA to connect him. That's what I've heard so far as what I feel I can say. Yeah, this is what I've seen in official documents, So let's peruse for a second. So yeah, it looks like in just a few minutes she's going to be going over the letter. If you are more interested in that, I don't mind if you swap on over. I don't restream people. I think that that's rude. I prefer to send you over to there. But yeah, it looks like she's going to go over the letter a little more. Basically, just the letter is simply, is my audio okay right now? I've got to flip on my side. He's, like Ellen just said, he owns a home that he paid cash for, $143,000. So he's asking for, now breaking up. Okay, so he's asking for a state defender, public defender. So that means that, and I can tell by this, it looks like it's a pauper's affidavit, which means he's telling the court that he's broke. He's only broke because he got caught. He was working until all this. Now, this one I haven't heard of. Are you guys familiar with this channel? I love how channels just pop up on my YouTube, and I find some good stuff. Justice Served Daily. They are discussing it. I like to see who all's covering, the cases and just follow each one, and listen to the gossip, I'll listen to it. I just won't spread it. I'll listen to gossip all day long. Still see, okay, True Crime with Sunshine. They put up a phone call. You guys definitely go listen to this. This is a good one. I'm going to play a little bit of it. I'm sure they're not going to mind. Again, this is True Crime and Sunshine. Make sure my volume's up. This is an actual inmate phone call.
All right. Good morning, y'all.
Tell me
True Crime Sunshine. So I'd heard a little snippet that there was a phone call.
And you guys, if I turned on my camera right now, that's pretty much what my hair looks like too. That's why mine's off. I didn't do my hair today, so not that she looks bad. I'm just saying mine is just like I had it in a ponytail and I let it down. So you know how your hair looks if you've had it in a ponytail for like a whole day and then you let it down. So yeah, I gotta go wash my hair, refix my hair. Okay, so here's where she's talking about it. Oh, that's a lovely picture, whatever this is here. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Okay. Okay, here's some audio.
Now Now we're talking about Richard Allen, the guy that fucking did the Delphi murders. He got transferred there to Westville when?
Like Thursday. Last Thursday.
Okay. So you know some people that take care of or feed him and stuff?
You're not recording this shit, are you?
No.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, they were actually, they told him the other day, they said, hey, we need you to clean out this observation cell. Clean it out really good. And then he was like, what's going on? Like, man, something's up. Like, everybody's acting all weird.
All right. So again, I don't like to play other people's content. I think this is she did a good job on this. But there's the rest of the phone call. So make a note of this one to go watch this. She just put it up 10 minutes ago. I am subscribed. I'm going to put my bell on her because she's following us. So you guys want to listen to this phone call? I listened to it a while ago. It's a good one. All right. I follow a lot of really good channels. So that's why I'm going through my feed to see what else is new. Well, if they paid, Ellen, if they paid for that house in cash, $143,000, then surely he could just get a mortgage. They will, even if you're incarcerated, you can still, do what you need to do to get money. They'll even provide a notary and witnesses and all that if you've got to, sign paperwork or do a loan or notarize documents, things like that. So there's no excuse. If he's got a house that's paid for, he doesn't need, a free attorney by the state. But whatever. He's just going to really screw himself up. Curly put this up earlier. Okay, I think this, I don't know who put this one up first. This one looks like the phone call from jail and hello. Let me get distracted by Johnny Depp for a second. Nah, I'll be okay. And I'll go over what I have on Jared in just a second. See, this is the other case that I wanted to cover, Danny Masterson. He was Hyde on the 70s show, and they're up to Jane Doe number 4, y'all, on this guy. Oh, that sucks. Because it really is, it sucks when somebody that you think, highly of, who you thought was really cool, turns out to be a douchebag, That sucks. He was never creepy as far as what I ever saw, in everything that he's been in. He's always been really good. And, that's I got one of my quotes that I say all the time from him. And now I get mad every time I, say it. And I'm trying to not say it anymore. And that's damn it, Hyde. I say that a lot because of the show. So it really sucks. But yeah, he's gonna, that's a sad one right there. Okay, this is, I like this channel, by the way. Good stuff there. And I just recently found LB. Great channel. Check her out. Shania Twain is back with some new music, y'all, and it is good. You guys got to go check her out. If you ever were a Shania Twain fan, she suffered from an illness for several years and was not able to sing. She is back and she is good. I can't play it because, get stricken, but Go check her out. She's got some good stuff. She just released a new album and it's really good. I'm so proud for her and happy for her. So, okay, this is Sam the Adventure Man. He put out a statement against Jared, putting out the truth, he says, as to what happened. There's the other one that had that letter. I got to pick up my notes off the floor here. My doggy knocked it off. Hang on. Scooch, puppy. Scooch. Come on. Scooch. Come on, baby. Not being at my desk is kind of weird. I brought all my notebook in here so I could, have my notes with me. And my puppy keeps jumping up on the couch next to me and knocking them off. Okay, get comfy. It really sucks about Aaron Carter, huh? No, Peppy. Ugh. All right. Lower you get on your news feed, you get down to the bottom feeders, right? Isn't it though, Ellen? Oh my goodness. Bobby, I lived. Wait, Ellen, what? Hey, Bobby, I love that song. Do you want to? What? Yes, total snakes. All right. So, Ellen, is it legal and okay for me to put up what you sent me on Jared or not? What do you think? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, let me know on that. I'm going to pivot for just a second. I've been talking to Diana, Quentin's babysitter. Yes, because on this side, I like to get to the truth of the matter, and I will talk to whoever, especially this poor lady who's received nothing but hate, and all she did was love that baby. And you can see on my videos real quick, I've put up a couple on her. Go back and watch these, okay? Because they'll explain my feelings on Diana. This one as well, how I felt about the protests before law stepped in and shut that shit show down. And then here's where, that was a mess. But anyway, so I just got a message from Diana. So I'm not going to read it. I'm going to put this in a video and put it up. Maybe. I'm gonna talk to her about it and see if it's okay if I do that. Anyway, maybe I can just read it. So it shows addresses, phone numbers, right? Well, I mean, I can just tell you guys from the criminal report on Richard. I haven't even looked at Richard's yet. Let's go over Jared's. All right. Okay. So I found his original high school newsletter. I did a lot of digging to find it. It was quite funny. Here's the quote on that. Here. Nope. Valentine's Day is past. His memory still lingers. For example, the other day we found a very large diaper made out of white sheets stuffed in the bottom of a garbage can. Could that have been dropped off by the legendary Cupid himself? We think not. There's evidence of a more sinister force at work. Our suspicions lie with the illustrious Cupid from hell, Junior Jared Leisek, who went into the love business purely for profit. And a few hugs and kisses. Hilarious. Music too loud still? Music still too loud? Can't hear me? Well, shoot. Okay. Are you able to read it? So the reason that I made this of him looking like a Cupid from hell is because that was his actual nickname in high school. And I did a lot of digging and I located Jared's actual high school newsletter. And this is what it said about Jared. Well, Valentine's Day has passed, but its memory still lingers. For example, the other day we found a very large diaper made out of white sheets stuffed in the bottom of a garbage can. Could that have been dropped off by the legendary Cupid himself? We think not. There is evidence of a more sinister force at work. Our suspicions lie with the illustrious Cupid from hell, Junior Jared Leisek, who went into the love business purely for profit. And a few hugs and kisses. Oh, yeah, we all knew a Jared back in the day, right? I don't know why it just refreshed. Dang it. Okay. So, yes, we all knew a Jared or three back in the day, right? And I explained how, he's Gen X, just like me. And so these newsletters were super interesting and quite funny for me. Yeah, they know when you're shopping, don't they? I just bought a shirt today that's quite funny. Okay, but yeah, that was his nickname in high school. And he said that in his About Me page, he said that he and his wife were like high school sweethearts and stuff. But in all the newsletters that I went through, I could find no connection, and I couldn't even find her mentioned. She was like mentioned nowhere in any of the newsletters. And I did a search in just her first name too. But anyway, he seemed to have a reputation according to the newsletter. Now they're kind of, high school tabloids, literally. There's factual stuff in there too, but back in the day, we had some rough newsletters. Woo! That's where you could, if you just knew somebody, you could get something put in the newsletter, or you could pay. No, stupid. Hide that user. We guys, thank you. I think I got him. Okay. I think I got that weirdo. It's like, really, it's the middle of the day. Nobody wants porn right now. Leave us alone. Okay, so, yeah, he was kind of known as a player and all that way back in the day. So this article just came out about 15 minutes before I went live. I'm not going to play the video, but I will put the link in the description. And it talks about a diver from the missing persons search group Adventures with Purpose has broken his silence after co-founder Jared Leisek was charged with child rape. Leisek is accused of abusing a female relative who was between 9 and 10 years old when the alleged crimes happened in Utah in 1992. There's our Doug. I don't have no problem with Doug. Doug did put out a video. I think I closed it, but you guys can go look at that. Just look at he's easy to find. Oh, it's okay. It's all right, Ellen. He's easy to find under just Doug Bishop. I nearly cried listening to that. He's totally believable. Let's see. It doesn't say who's in that photo. I don't know who that guy is. Rest in peace, sweet angel. Oh, here's the video.
Everybody wants to know how I feel right now. You know, I have become the voice of our purpose, you know, what we have all come together to do. And now what has happened 30 years ago has come to light, and it's affecting everybody involved with this. There are contracts in place. There's legal ramifications. I mean, you know, with me even speaking my opinion. But in this scenario, I got to keep it real to everybody who loved Adventures with Purpose, who loves Adventures with Purpose, who loves what we were able to accomplish in this world. We've proven that what we have done works, it's effective, it's a need for it. You know, we tell people stories. We are the voice for the voiceless. When we are covering these people's stories and going into their homes and representing them and telling their story of their missing loved ones, that's what it is we do. Do nothing else, you know? And I'm not just speaking for me, because I'm not the only one that's involved in this. There are other people's lives who are affected by this, you know? And that's what this is about. And being real is all you can be. That's all you got in this world is what you stand for and how you come up. Yeah, you know, done a lot of good in this world, and everybody's got a story to tell. Everyone, absolutely everybody has a story to tell. You know, where I come from, though, there's codes. Where I go from here, you know, I have a lot of support, and I love everybody who's reaching out and telling me and letting me know that I have your support and that you stand with me. And my future is just going to go with being real. You know, I'll continue to follow the passion that I've developed with helping people, with, you know, telling somebody's story. You know, I come from the towing industry, and now I pull cars out underwater, helping families get answers. I've developed that passion. It's unfortunate that I've developed that passion and this has happened. It doesn't align with what I believe in. I have daughters, I'm a father, and I come from a real rough background. And
see, he just says, it doesn't align with what I believe in. I have daughters.
And I've changed my life. I've become a really good man, and I've always followed the code, and that code has been violated. With that being said, you know, there's a lot of legal things that have to play out, and they got to play out, you know, but it doesn't involve me, doesn't involve my name, doesn't involve anybody else's name that's been associated with it, you know, because we've worked with a lot of people intimately. And
Ooh, he's mad, isn't he? You can tell that he really wants to say a whole lot more right now. But clearly he's alluding that I bet there's a relatively new non-disclosure agreement that Jared had everybody sign. I'll bet you anything. That's why he's saying, there's legal ramifications, of me even talking right now. Jared can't sue anybody. A non-disclosure agreement is not going to apply in a criminal case. If people know something, they should say something, period. And if they weren't involved and they didn't know something, then they got to say something because they want to make sure that it's made very clear and known. Hey, I didn't know. This doesn't involve me. So, of course, he's going to make a statement like that. I would have way before he even did. I would have been like day one. Hey, for the record, I didn't know anything about any of this. I'd be like out there like day one. Like, do not associate me with any of this. This is gross. But I'm so glad he made this video, and wow. I'll play just a little bit more.
There's a lot of people that are hurting right now. I'm just as heartbroken. I care a lot about what it is that I've been able to do. And where this goes, I don't know. I don't know where this goes. My future's bright. I'm gonna always be okay. My family's gonna be.
All right. So yes, I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I would prefer if you go give him the views, hit the like on his stuff, give him some support on his page. This is not about me. So, yeah. They quoted it. Everybody wants to know how I feel right now. It's affecting everybody. That's the NDA stuff, probably. Oh, I know, Ellen. He sounded totally in shock. Right. Yeah, I bet his brain, as you're going through this, you start to make those connections, And he's probably scared to death. He's like, oh, I found this career that I love and I'm good at and I'm making a real difference. And now this is just destroying everything, But this is a really great article. There's a whole lot of information in it. They did a really good job of providing a lot of links to pertinent information in there. So definitely come and look. Oh, here it is. Right there, this t-shirt right here. God is great, dogs are good, and people are crazy. That's the shirt I just bought today. I literally just bought that today. One of my mother's favorite songs was the God is good, God is great, beer is good, people are crazy. And I don't like beer, but dogs are good. I saw that and had to get it. Alrighty. So I'll put this link in the description. I was watching that earlier. Hold up. Oh, I have to go over to YouTube to add the link. So I'll do that after we're done here. Let's see if there's anything else. So this is a pretty decent channel. I've kind of started watching it. Haven't quite decided. All right, now we're going to look at this GoFundMe. Man. Right, Ellen. Yeah, it's a hard one. The GoFundMe. A lot of people are wondering if this is even real or if it's like a totally fake person. But I believe it's real because I remember in the interview that she had where she popped up after the cousin spoke, she brought this up. She's the one that provided this link. So I don't think this is fake. But it is, however, disgusting because it's now she's at $55 more since then, or $15 more since this morning. She has $1 million goal on this GoFundMe. This is Jared's sister, who has been doing the YouTube media tour with the alleged victim. And she put an update late last night, that says she wanted to apologize because she did not seek the victim's permission before putting up the GoFundMe. But she's going to keep it up anyway, and whether she likes it or not, she's going to get her something. She said, what did it say? Even if she can only get a tank full of gas, I'm going to try to get her a lawyer in protection, whether she likes it or not. It's just weird. And I mean, I'm trying not to dog on somebody. I haven't gone back and watched her portion of that interview, but I think she said she's a victim as well. Rabbit hole. What is that page? I'm going to get some weird stuff typing in rabbit hole, aren't I? Oh, down the rabbit hole. Here we go.
On the beat, up point, make them dance.
Eek, eek, eek. I like their music. Okay. This one right here on down the rabbit hole. I got a lot of stuff to put in the description. I'll link this. This is they've been covering this case heavy since, let's see, their last 4 videos is all about it. And I think they even did, and their last 4 lives have been about it too. So they are all over the case. And the sister says now she was a victim as well. We don't know. We don't know what's what. And I reserve judgment on any of those matters until I hear what's going on in court. You know, I mean, yeah, I can make fun of Jared because I think he's a grown up. He can handle it. And he did admit in the email to things that he did. I think all the facts in the case are going to come out. So it's just so sad. You know, I have this one, if you want to go look at it, where he talked about fleeing to Grenada. He said, and that was in the early 90s, like right after all of this stuff would have happened. And he did. He said he went to Grenada. So, yeah, do check those out. And I am going to go because I want to switch back over and continue my conversation that I've been having with Diana, Quentin's babysitter, and see what's up there. She's really sweet, y'all. And I hate to see all the hate that she's gotten. It's totally not fair. I think that her home and her were probably one of the little bits of actual safety and comfort and love that child ever had. And the way she was treated after he went missing was just ridiculous. So I got my dog crawling on me now, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Anyway, please hit the like and share this video. Excuse me. And I'm going to put a few more things together. Give me a second here. Okay. I do have the paperwork. Let me see here. I have all that stuff on I have all that stuff on Richard Allen, and I want to read it. Do you have time to stick around, Ellen? Hi, Coffee Addict. I'm going to hit chat for just a second here. Okay. That's what I do a lot, Trixie. Hi, Trixie. I pull up somebody's live and then put it on the TV so I can turn it up real loud and do my chores or work on a video or something and watch other people's lives all the time. Are you leaving Pray for Peace? I'm about to pull up you're welcome to go. I understand. If you come back later, make a note of when this is so you don't have to like watch all of this again. But I'm going to pull up Richard Allen's criminal record and read some of it to you. So let me get that pulled up. Hey, welcome, Trixie. Thank you very much. Coffee addict. Same. I'm a total coffee addict. I haven't had very much today, though. Oh, yeah. You were talking about Doug there, right? Oh, well, good Lord, I was muted. I didn't even know that I muted. I don't know how long I've been muted. I have no idea. That's so weird. I'm just sitting here talking and reading through the criminal record thing for Richard Allen, and then I noticed that my avatar wasn't moving on the screen. Are you serious? I have been muted that long? Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy crap, I've said a lot. I have said a lot in that time. Holy cow. Oh man, I'm so sorry. That's funny. Hey, I'm a newbie. It's going to happen. And like I said, I'm all cozy, on my couch with my laptop. I'm not at my desk. I'm not in the office. So I don't have my other laptop next to me showing me my channel. I would have caught it sooner. Okay. All right, let me go back. That's too funny. Okay, how is my volume? Oh, see, I get muted when I pull up stuff. That is so weird. Okay. Yes, I need coffee for sure. You're too funny. Oh my gosh. I'm having a computer issue. If I even switch to my other tab to pull up the criminal record, all my sound goes away. I'm watching myself on the screen. When I click away to look, it's just gone. My volume goes away. Let me try over here. Okay, testing. Yep. Can you hear me okay right now? I guess that means we're not supposed to talk about it. That's funny. Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. How's the audio? So stupid. I don't know what's going on with audio today, but it's not me. StreamYard. Okay, so I've got it now. Let me find the page I was on. I was just sitting here talking, and my dog is on my lap. My dachshund. He is on my lap taking a nap because he has to be right next to Mama all the time. And he was starting to snore, and I was talking to you guys about him snoring, and you didn't even hear me. Lord. Okay. Ooh. What? Hey, Ellen, do you have this thing up too? What is this watch list that he's on page 8? Do you see that? I don't understand it. Yeah, I see that. Wow. This is my first time looking at this, but it's showing that Richard is on 2 different watch lists. Let me pull up this website, see what that is. Open link, new window. This is kind of creepy, isn't it? What is this? 1 minute, I will tell you. He's on 2 different watch lists. And let's see, when did that happen? If there's a date on it. Right, that's weird. I wonder who all has seen this. Okay, let me. Okay, this does not have any personal information on it, so I can share it. Okay, look. Can y'all see that? Hi, Smitten Kitten. How are you? I am looking over Richard Allen's background report. You're going to hear my dog barking because the squirrels are out. I'm sorry. Look at that on the screen, y'all. 2 different watch lists. I don't even know what I mean. Well, I don't even know what this means. OPM is for government health care. Would anybody like to come up on panel with me and talk about this? I'm going to put my link in chat. This is weird. I don't understand what it really means. So I pulled up the link. That's this. It's an official U.S. government website. Okay, how can you search on the website? Let me look here. It doesn't have a date on it. Do you see a date? I don't see a date. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, those are local sex offenders. Okay, social profiles. I can't put that on the screen because it's got addresses. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a minute and pull up something else on there. Let's see. There's all the residence information. No business profiles for him. He does show to have a concealed carry permit issued in 2009. Oh. If you would like to come up and talk, you can. You want to tell us what that is if you know what it was. It sounds like Smitten Kitten knows what it is. Let me reshare again. You can either come up. Okay. Oh, here we go. How do I pick? Oh. So my StreamYard is up at the top. Here's Smitten Kitten. Okay, so he's on this watch list for like a financial warning, right? Making more than he claimed. Okay, gotcha. I saw the word watch list and I was like, what? Okay, I'm going to unshare so I can go down a little more on that. See what else is on here. Man, got all his emails and everything. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Hang on. That had his address on it, so you got a glimpse of the concealed carry information. All right. I mean, I know that his address is published everywhere anyway, and they've been showing it on the news. Okay. Shows the house that he owns. He actually purchased that house for cash, $143,000 back in 2006. Okay, so the news already covered it, then I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, his house is paid for, so I don't understand why he's filing for a pauper's affidavit to try to get a public defender when he has a house. He could put it up for quick sale and pay for his own attorney. If he, I mean, of course, his wife and they're not going to want to live there anymore. Just sell it. Looks like they used to live in Indiana. I'll just say the state. It's like they previously were in Indiana. I'd be checking out some unsolved crimes out that way. Okay. Only shows one vehicle. Is that it? That's it. That's it on this report. I don't show any arrest record. Is this accurate, Ellen? No arrests? That's wild. I don't show any arrest record history on this. The other ones that I've seen have all of their records, but this one does not. I'm scrolling all the way back up. Oh, well, it does actually. Oh, there were none. It says there on the page where it says criminal and traffic records. I'm going to share the screen because it doesn't have anything on it, so you guys can see. So there's just no criminal or traffic records viewable. It's weird that they have the gender as female on this, but oh well. Is he only 5'4"? 5'4", 180 pounds. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna tell me if I should pull up was clean with no priors when they picked him up. Wow. Yep. True. My goodness. Everyone lies on their driver's license. Oh God. Oh girl, I did. I think mine says I weigh like 100 and where's my purse? Nope, I don't have my purse in here. It's in the bedroom. I think mine says 5'4". Mine says 5'4", and it says, I think it says 130. But I made myself out to be an inch taller and like 20 pounds lighter. So yes, I guess we all do that. When was the last time that license updated? Let me see. Doesn't. Got all of his past addresses on here. He was he lived in 2 places in Cleveland, Ohio. Then he lived in 3 places in Mexico, Indiana. And now in Delphi, Indiana. So he's moved 7 times from this report. And it looks like 2006 is when they moved into this house. Yeah, there's no information on this as far as when that was updated. It does show his concealed weapon permit with the permit number and everything. But it shows his house address. So I'm just, even if it's out there, I don't really want to specifically put it up. Oh yeah, those pictures. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up these pictures I got on him. Delphi. Shh. Hold on, I'm sorry. Oscar, come here, baby. Oh gosh. Sorry. I wouldn't have that problem if I was in the office. Trying to find my photos that I did. I can just get them on my channel real quick. Okay, Ellen. Hi, my favorite socks. I'm about to wrap it up anyway, Ellen. I'll be back later this evening, probably right about 9:30 p.m., 9:30 to 10, as I'm working on another video with a lot of information. Let's see. Okay, so hold that thought for just a second. So on this guy, I've been talking about Jared Leisek and Richard Allen. Right now, I'm on Richard Allen for just a minute. What was it that I was going to pull up? Oh, the videos. There was the sketches, the location. There is a YouTuber that put out a video, and I'm going to get that link and I'll put it in the comments later after this post, like as a video. They actually like mapped out the path that he likely took coming and going, and it turned out that it was like almost the exact path right to this dude's house, to Richard's house. Crazy. So I'll put that down in the comments later. But it's from a live that he did a year ago. And he was, because people have been trying to figure this out forever since this happened. The girls know hasn't been there in years. The one photo that I have, where is it? Oh, I put it on my community page. If you guys look here, I thought this was super, super creepy. I know, but I made you mad last night, didn't I? I'm so sorry. I think I was up too late, and I think that I need to only do stuff like this when I'm nice and alert, and because I was tripping over my words and just making it was bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this was his daughter, and this was taken like right there. And did I put the other one up? I thought I did the other one too. Or did I do a live on this? But if you look at where his daughter was sitting, that's right there. Because this flat board that's right here? It's a flat railroad tie. That's that one right there. Now I had pulled this up on my computer on my 48-inch screen, and you could see that it's the same board that's right there. And this right here was the memorial that they put up, because right down there, right below, see, boom, right down there is where the poor girls were. This little girl, his daughter, was sitting right above. And this photo was taken in 2018, 1 year after the murders. He goes down there with his daughter, who looks a lot like Libby, and took photos of her sitting straight above where them girls were. How friggin' sick do you have to be? And I bet you he used that as an excuse. And yeah, I'm going to speculate a little bit. I don't care. I bet you he used that as an excuse to kind of like be in that sick moment, relive maybe, perhaps, right? In their own little sick way, the killer always comes back to the scene of the crime. I just didn't think they'd bring their children. But I did want to put this out there on my chat while I'm here. Well, I mean, on his official. Okay, so Spittin' Kitten, what did Gray Hughes say that how tall he was? Because it's on his mugshot and on his the police records and on his background check. What did Gray Hughes come up with? Was it? Because I don't like that guy. He's rude. He's so rude. Yeah. He was really bad to me. I went into his chat one night, honestly trying to help because he was putting out false information on a video, literal false information on a video from the Prosser cams. And I did countless of hours of work. Yeah, see, he's right. He's only 5'4". I mean, he could have been right on the height, but he could have easily gotten that off of other documents. But yeah, he was 5'4". So a little bit short dude. Like Dolly. I think Dolly's 5'4". No, I'm not rapping for you again. Nope. My son is going to come over. He is a rapper, and he wants to come over because there's a YouTuber that I know that I'm gonna hook him up with to do a rap battle with. Okay, so I want to put this out there. If you're a creator and you have a story that you're covering and you've got kids involved in that case, or anything else that you need censored or edited in any way, holler at me. I'll help you out anytime. Because other people put up her photo and it had like this little yellow thing right there, but you could still see this poor girl's face. So in 2017, that was her high school graduation. Dolly's 5'3". Oh my gosh. I'm 5'3 3/4, Smitten. I put 5'4" on all my documentation because, it sounds better than saying 5'3", but I'm not quite 5'4". So wait, I'm taller than Dolly. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, they put this photo and they were posting it like you could see that it was her, and I'm like, this is an innocent girl, okay? So I just silhouetted her entirely out. I didn't even want to just edit out her face better. I just did a whole silhouette. I can do that or whatever anybody needs on any photos. If you don't have the ability or whatever, I don't care. You can send me whatever and I'll edit it and send it back. Just don't send me any gross shit ever. All right, so there was that. I think, let me see. Yeah, see, this was my first live 3 weeks ago. Here it is. I'm going to pull this up. Since it's my own, it's all right? Okay. So this was the site of the memorial. And that was in the background of the other photo that I just showed you. And right here is where his daughter was sitting. It's terrible. Because when he said, guys, get down the hill, this is the hill, y'all. I'm just shaking thinking about that. He brought his own daughter back out there. There's that. And then, okay, so here's where I showed the comparison You can see that right there behind her in the flatboard, that right there in the flatboard. She was probably right here, looks like. And this is that hill. They were right down there underneath the bridge. There, I remember I drew lines. So as you can see, oh yeah, she was right about there, wasn't she? Yeah, pretty scary. Pretty scary. All right, so on Jared, I'm going to pull that back up. Turn off my screen so that I can pull it back up. Okay, she had a phone. I know, right? Well, he probably had a gun. Well, I think she did what she could do in the moment. You know, they were trying to just get away. Now the audio was like 40 something seconds long. We only got to see 2 seconds of it and hear that little bit. But Plunder put out, well, yeah, of course, they're only 13, 14. Plunder put out that she had information that at the moment where they cut off the recording, you could see his right foot come up over his left foot. And he had apparently been following them for just a little bit, because right there at the end of the video is when she was asking Abby. Libby was asking Abby. Libby's the one that took the video. And she asked Libby, is creepy guy still following us? And Abby said yes. And then right after that is when he confronts them and tells them to go down the hill. Scary, huh? So, and that's, I think the sketch that they put out as well. The first one was honestly better. It really was honestly better. The new one that they put out later made him look so much younger, and I think it was kind of misleading. But the facial features itself were spot on. If you look at the video I did on that, I did a comparison. All right, so now back to Jared here. Let me pull up his again. Okay. So I'm just going to read it to you, and if there's stuff that I can show on the screen, I will put it up. Oh, see, my audio went away. Okay, can you hear me now? That's really weird, man. I have the documents pulled up like in another little window over here, and when I click on it, my audio goes away. Okay, testing, test. Okay, now it's good. So strange. You can't tell me the wife didn't recognize the clothes her husband was wearing, including the hat. The jacket, that's what got me. That coat is the same coat he was wearing in other photos that we've all seen. It's got to be the same coat. There's one of her approaching him in the car, you know. She's all trying to be silly, and he didn't think it was funny at all. He was kind of a jerk about it. And then the next photo was him sitting in like a furniture store or something. Same jacket. Pretty creepy. I mean, I don't know. It was just kind of a plain dark blue jacket. If I saw that, I wouldn't necessarily, just come right out and accuse my husband. You know what I mean? But surely he would have been acting different after doing such a horrible thing. I don't know. That's just it's too scary to think about. You just never know somebody, do you? Okay, so I'm going to scroll down the credit report here. Not credit report, sorry. Criminal report on Jared. No other known aliases. Let's see. In chronological order. Yeah, I don't think she knew. I really don't think she knew. There was Adventures with Purposes. And I'm going to work backwards. Travari Media, which he still has. Other people haven't brought up the Einstein Media Group and Einstein Pros. He had those from 2017. And it looks like he just ended his partnership December 9th of 2021. That's interesting, huh? Oh, I bet you he saw this coming. Wow. I can put this up on the screen. Hold on. All right, testing. Audio's good. All right. So this is his partnerships. And look at the dates. The end dates. December 9th, 2021. He ended his ownership and partnership of all previous companies. And he's had these still open this whole time. He just was like a silent partner, drawing in money off of these companies as a partner and owner. And rebranded. Okay, so Einstein, this was like a what was it? Repair company. So he's had that one and he rebranded it. Oh, another Adventures. Hold on, let me see this notification from Doug here. No thanks. Investigates put out one. It says another Adventures with Purpose members leaves. What's left of the? I can't see the rest of that. Probably what's left of the team. Yeah, where's Nick? Because a whole bunch of them have put out statements. Let's see. I mean, not Nick. Gosh, I'll get to that in just a minute. I don't want to get distracted. So here's all the companies that he's had. It looks like as of December 9th, 2021, he made sure that all those were ended. So that's really weird. Like he's not the CEO and stuff. He hasn't been the CEO of Adventures of Purpose since December 9th. Right. I'm going to shut off my sharing for a minute. And I'm going to grab a water. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Hang on. All right. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah. Well, technically, he's always known. Surely, something like this is not going to stay hidden forever, Yeah, that's all he wanted to do. Collect for his defense. You think he's in hiding? I'm sorry. What has been in the victim statements for a year? Clarify that for me. I will tell you right now. All right. I will tell you right now, Jared is going to try to claim third-party defense. And so it's emailed through his company email. All these other members are saying they don't know. They are saving face. So he's going to be like, it wasn't me. I didn't send those emails. It was a disgruntled worker who was about to quit, right? Is that what he's going to say? Disgruntled person. Well, I mean, no, he can deny it. Okay, so I worked at a very large company and I worked in customer service and customer support. And I rocked that job, by the way. And they promoted me over to e-care. And I did exactly what these people were doing, working in the support desk and emails. And okay, so when you go in and you're working on a batch of emails, we would have batches of faxes and batches of emails. And they're on the server. And we would go in and we would do what's called grabbing a batch. So you grab that batch and then they download to your workstation, to your computer. Now they're yours. They're all yours. And they're not on the server. I mean, I'm sure there's like a backup copy somewhere, but no boss is going to be looking through all that. They're just not. And he was the boss. He didn't have anybody under him looking over his shoulder, right? So once those emails and faxes and documents are downloaded to a workstation, that's where they are. You have to go to that workstation to see everything. Any replies, like I would have customers that, I would have to email back and forth with them several times, to resolve their issue. And so when I would download those batches of emails and the customer would hit the reply button, it would automatically come to me. Yeah, it's been investigated for a while. I'm going to show something on the screen in a minute that will corroborate that. I've gotten his entire background report, and yeah, there's evidence that how long this has been investigated and things that he appears to have been doing before this came to light. Hi, Pixie Six and Pot. I love that name. That's too funny. Did you just come in? Do you want me to show you what I just had up on the screen? Back in December, he cut ties with all of his business ventures. Try the hype. Oh. People didn't get paid, Smitten? Dang. I completely agree with you. He is absolutely innocent until the day he is found guilty. I firmly believe that. I know when things are suspicious, and those are things that I can talk about. Things that I can actually show are the only things that I will talk about. Yeah, I know, right? The what's the F for? I know it's LDS, Latter Day Saints, the Mormon Church, and polygamy, and all that. Man, none of the divers got paid. Jeez. So, yep, I'm going to leave that on the screen for a little bit, because I do. We have to remind ourselves. And thank you, Pixie, for that. He is not convicted. He is not convicted. These allegations are just that right now, allegations. We're discussing them. I will not. I'm not going to straight up victim blame. As far as the cousin is concerned, I really think that there was something. I can't put my finger on it, so I don't want to speak of it. You know what I mean? If you just have a feeling, but I don't want to go into feelings on top of speculation, because that's just too far. And I see a lot of people doing that the other way, just, oh, yep, Jared's 1,000% guilty and he needs to be hung by his toenails and skinned and burned to death. And just, no, people, don't do that. He's not convicted. I really feel it's going to come. Other people have been saying that he's going to get away with this because of, the third party thing with the computers. I don't think so. There's a lot in those emails, a lot. And I think they will probably be able to forensically trace it back to him. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to read the report to you guys. Let me show this so Pixie can see it. Pixie, this is all of his business connections. And as you can see, he made sure to end each one of them December 9th, 2021. This is before the emails. That to me is a little weird. I'm just saying. As of December 9th on all of these, when you have a company and you sell it or you sell part of it, you sell, a lot of times somebody will have a successful small business or insurance company or whatever they have, and they'll sell it to somebody else, but then they'll still own 20%, 10%, whatever, and they're still getting residuals off of that in perpetuity. So that's what was happening with some of these companies that he previously had that he sold. He didn't sell 100%. So he was still getting money off of these. But as of December 9th, nope. He was already preparing, I think, somehow. That this just kind of alludes to something, and I'm not really sure what. You know what I mean? I can't speak for Avery. Avery and I totally agree on this. Innocent until proven guilty. I do support the victims. I'm just pointing out things that I see. That's it. Oh, I'm going to shut off my screen because I don't want to do any doxing stuff. But when there is things I can show, I'll pull it up. Okay, so he went to community college. Yeah, and squirrels, associates and a bachelor's degree in the late 90s. Why do I think the GoFundMe is for $1 million? That is so weird. I totally agree. It is just absolutely bizarre. I can't understand it. I can't imagine why she did it. She did it quick, didn't she? Hold on. My next door neighbors have a little dog. That's how I know when they let their little dog out, because mine go crazy. Okay. The GoFundMe is just a little weird, in my opinion. I don't like it. I mean, and I know she says that she is a victim as well. So that kind of puts a level of protection around her, like, oh, we can't say anything about the victim. And that's just weird, in my opinion. I mean, why not? Do you think that it's appropriate to speak about her as far as like her criminal history that I have? Or do you think no? Because I can just say quickly, without even going through all of it, I've seen it, I have it, and there's like a bunch of felonies. So just keep that in mind. And for things like fraud, forgery, theft of credit cards, use of oh gosh, what was it? There's harassment, there's assault, whole bunch. So I think that matters when you're talking about credibility, right? Because we are talking about what she said. And I'm not referring to the victim right now. I'm talking about the sister. I'm not talking about the victim. I think there's something off about the sister that's just off. I don't know what it is, but I have very good intuition about people. And the fact that she put together a GoFundMe before they even went on their YouTube media tour is just, I don't know. I know that's what she says. She says that she was victimized too. Yeah. So that makes it where we can't, like talk about her, right? Because we're not supposed to victim blame. We're not supposed to like say anything about victims. So, but I mean, doesn't it matter if the person has like a whole bunch of lying related convictions? I mean, to me, it matters. I mean, like I wouldn't hire somebody like that to, do my taxes for me or babysit my children. Just one example. And I'm only talking about the sister. I don't know anything about the cousin. I didn't see anything like this on the cousin. I will say that. But something weird about the other one. And that's all I'm going to say. I will let it all play out in court because I don't want to make people think that I'm hating on victims, because I'm not. Yeah. True. Criminals can still be a victim. Absolutely. And that's exactly the same with Jared, He says in the emails that he was a victim himself. That was just kind of the dysfunction, the very sick and twisted dysfunction in their family that happened frequently, and the adults didn't seem to do their job. It's so sad. I think some of this as well will come out in court. I really hope that they put this on TV, because I'm calling it now. Cousins, when they spend a lot of time together, especially when they're little, and I'm only talking about the stuff when they were younger, a lot of this, Truesman. A lot of this was stuff that happened as children and then continued into the teen years. And I'm still stuck on the age thing, and I'm going to just keep digging until I find information. But there's just something weird. For sure. The Kylie Rodney case is the one that got me to make a channel. That's why I made a channel. Because I was like, I'm finding stuff and I want to share. I'm finding stuff and I want to share. So that's why I made a channel. Okay, so let me get back to the report here. Because I haven't read through the whole thing. Okay, so it lists all of his Derek. I keep saying Derek and not Jarek. Jared's relatives on here. And I do see the cousin and the sister on this list. That's why I'm not going to show this on the screen. Coffee addict. I would rather. That's what's weird. Okay, I haven't seen that in like official. We see that in the emails, but the indictment says under age 14. So let's see, conflict of age. He says he states he was 13, and they state she was 17. That's going to be another issue as well. Correct. That's part of the reason why he shouldn't have been doing it in his emails if this was something that happened when he was in fact not 17, because she said 9/10. However, I think that's what people are going by as far as the age. In the email, it's kind of almost like a recap, right? If you look at that very last email, you should be able to read that as kind of a recap from her as to what happened to her. She starts with the 9/10, and then she keeps going into the kind of her recap of the things that she says that he did. It does not mean that he did all of them when she was 9 or 10, right? This is apparently something that continued from the time that she was 9 or 10. And he was stating that he was 12. According to my information that I have, the age is off a little bit. It's still super wrong. I mean, hello, cousins. It's just very strange. Very strange stuff going on down there in Utah. Very sick, twisted things going on. So the age thing, but if you read that last email as a recap, you can kind of understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. I hate that families stay silent on things like that. That's so wrong. I think a lot of that's going to come out in court as far as who knew what when, how old everybody was when, because, how will you guys feel, for example, if it comes out that in 1992, we do know that he was 17 and he turned 18 in September of 92. And apparently the two charges on this is from October and November of 1992. That's the only information that we have, is that the two incidents were October and November, and it says that the victim was under the age of 14. In my eyes, a 17-year-old shouldn't be messing with even a 13-year-old. That's just, ugh. I always had a rule with my children, 2-year age difference, and that's it. Above or below, for dating, friends, and the whole thing, stay in your own age range. You're much safer, period. So that's why I have that rule. I've always had that rule. So you mean like sicker if like it was in 92 and she would have been, let's say, 13? I have been told by several people, and I've seen certain documentation that I can't show, that shows that currently, and I'm looking at it on the screen, I can't show y'all, that currently she's not 39. That's what I'm really, really confused about and trying to figure out, because the person who I'm told is the cousin is in her mid 40s. So now that would have been okay. So in the email, she says things, but I think again that was in the recap thing. I don't know how much the age difference actually is, and it's freaking me out. Either way, it's still wrong. It's still wrong. Can't get around that for sure. I have seen people end up getting in trouble for having like a girlfriend that's too young. You know, they're 17, 18, and their girlfriend's like 14, 15, and they get in trouble. Yeah, you should get in trouble, period. I think people would look at it differently, honestly, though, if he was 17 and she was 13 or 14, you know? Still completely wrong either way. If she's 9 or 10, oh my God, I'm going to, who wants to go on a road trip with me? Because I'm going to take some baseball bats and I don't know, go hit some cars like Kylie Rodney case. Ugh, sick. Okay. So to be clear, yeah, I mean, I'm looking, I don't know, you guys, hang in there on all that. Okay. Coffee Addict says, okay, yep, totally agree. Either way, it's still totally wrong. Do you watch the interview with her on Down There? Yes. Yeah, I have watched that. I have not watched the sisters portion of that. Didn't want to. My spidey senses are up on that. Okay. Yep, have seen it. Just like Yep. In dysfunctional family. Okay, so let me see if I can explain it this way. You have to understand the culture of what they were living in. Okay. The Mormon culture, the Mormon cult stuff that they live in is sick already. That's what they were living in. To them, this dysfunction was normal. She didn't know. She did not know that this stuff was not normal. When you're going through it, and yeah, I've been there, they make it like it's just turn the other cheek kind of stuff. They know, they don't say nothing, like don't talk about it. Yeah, it's dysfunctional as hell. So it does not matter legally or even like how I feel about it, whether she was 9 or 12 or 13. It's still wrong no matter what. I think that it's just really important that we get those ages verified and correct because of what is being put out there. That's all. I think it's going to make a big difference in the case, and people are going to be really disappointed if we end up going to court and it comes out that, yeah, she was 13, about to turn 14, and this was this dysfunctional, sick relationship that they were in. Ew, right? She thought it was normal. Ew. It's just also sick, right? It's all very, very sick. But having seen stuff like that from living in a small town, I'm telling you, the girls have no idea until they are grown and married and they're looking back and they're like, oh my God, that was my cousin. Oh my God, that was my uncle. They don't get it. Yes, I saw that smitten kitten. Ugh. Yep. I saw that. Somebody posted photos. There he has one. He's a grifter. They are grifters, period. It's awful. But so yeah, don't get me wrong, my favorite socks. Please stay with me, okay? Stay with me. Stay with me. It's cool. I'm only presenting all of the information all the way around so that people know when we go to court and it comes out the way it's probably going to come out because of the sick dysfunction in that family and that whole community. It's going to just come out different. Oh yeah. That's hindsight 2020 thing, right? She's older, she's wiser, and she knows that she was forced. She understands now that she was forced. She gets it that she wasn't an actual willing participant, right? She gets that now. I'm telling you, at the time, she would probably agree with me if she was here right now, that at the time, she thought it was normal. I've seen those type of people. On one of my family branches, there's some, and they think that kind of thing is freaking normal. It's gross. And the girls don't get it until they're grown and they're out of it and away from it. And then they look back and then they're sickened, right? That's what I'm saying. Do you understand that? My favorite socks. At the time that it was happening, she didn't realize. She was going along with it like everybody else was. You saw him mentioning the other cousins, right? Oh, the other cousins have been wanting to talk to you. They want to talk to you too. We want to all have like an adult conversation about this. He's still got that mentality. He still has that mentality, and that's what I don't like as well. You can't have that kind of mentality. And that's probably what pissed her off too. She could see that he didn't really have any actual growth out of it, and understand as he got older and away from it that it was sick and wrong. Let me give you one example. I got a Facebook message a few years ago. Gosh, it's been like 7 years ago now. From an old boyfriend of mine from 1990. He looked me up on Facebook just to apologize for the way that he treated me way back in 1990. Can you believe that? Literally just poured his heart out into messages on Facebook that I woke up to one day and I was like, dang, dude, you okay? But that's not what I saw in those emails, is what I'm saying. I didn't see that. This was a guy that was like, I have realized as I have grown up and I have matured that the way I treated you was awful. This shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. But he was laying it out there. He was so sorry. He didn't rape me or anything, but he was verbally abusive, and he had pushed me a couple of times, and so I got the hell away from him. But he reached out to me all those years later and acknowledged everything and said he was very, very sorry. I accepted his apology. I have no idea on Avery's live. I have no idea. I went to sleep right after that too. So I don't know. but yeah, I told her, I was like, just take it down because everything's just misunderstood, and we'll start over another time. All of this is very, very difficult to talk about. You have to really be super mature and chill to be able to talk about something like this because it's so triggering to a lot of people, including me. I went through it too. So many of us have. And my perpetrator never got any repercussions for what he did ever. So when I found out in 91, I was pregnant with my first child, and I got a call from a family member to let me know that my Uncle Jack, may he burn in hell forever, had drank himself to death in a motel room, and nobody missed him. Nobody missed him. He had paid for the hotel room, the little cheap motel room, for a month, right? Drank himself to death in it because he was a major alcoholic. And then he literally laid there and rotted for a whole month before they found him. They said it was bad. It was really bad. You know what I said? I screamed into that phone. I said, good. Slammed the phone down. Because, you know, back then we had actual phones. Yeah. I don't like pedophiles. I don't like molesters. I don't like rapists. Do not get anything that I say twisted. Ever. Because I don't like them. But I am all about justice and peace and truth and, you know, getting facts out there. Because, and I can show y'all one day, part of the reason that I do like the true crime genre is because I have a wrongful conviction in my family tree from the late 1800s. There's photographs and news articles and the whole bit. It's quite interesting. One of my relatives was accused of and convicted of murder and hung in town square. Awful story. And he had maintained his innocence the whole time, and he was still executed, hung. And then just a few years later, the actual killer confessed. My family member died, wrongfully convicted. The person who actually did it, the guilt killed them, and they finally came forward and confessed and provided, you know, the proof that it was them and not my relative. Just so sad, but they actually looked alike, and that's how it was a case of mistaken identity. So anyway, well, let me finish looking through here. So yeah, I do have it. I have an issue with people that are, you know, wrongfully convicted, or even just wrongfully like put out there as if they're convicted when they're not yet, you know, even if I think that, yeah, they're going to be, but we need to still be careful. I think I'm going to wait on the rest of this because I do have the rest of the criminal background check to go over with you guys. There's a whole bunch. He has a lot. And I'm talking about Jared Leisek, a whole bunch of stuff on his record. And so I will show all of it later. It's almost 4, so my little girls can be home. Oop. Did I lose chat for just a second? Or did I lose StreamYard for just a second? It all went black for just a moment. Okay. So I'm going to come back later and do the rest of the criminal background thing, and I'll show all of Jared's stuff, all of his past convictions. And then I'm going to, because it helps me as I figure this stuff out, to tie it together with him going and running off to Grenada for a year and a half, which was immediately following these events that the victim speaks about in 91 and 92. So it ties up together, okay? So I get it. I get what happened. And I'm going to put it all together later. I think I'm going to go live around 10 p.m. Central. So in 6 hours from now, I'll be back. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. I always end it with my song. Thank you, Smitten. I appreciate that. For me, I am 49. That stuff happened 46 years ago. And it still makes me sick to have those little tiny girl memories of things that happened to me. I still remember. So you do mean, I gotta put this up. You do mean run, right? Go ahead, you gotta laugh at yourself. Well, he is creepy, so we could mean that too, right? Ugh. Heebie-jeebies. Heebie-jeebies alert. He has connections in is it Caldera? And Grenada. Let's see. I'm so glad you laughed too. I was kind of nervous. Thank you, my favorite socks. I'm going to try to have a couple of my girls with me. Try to do a panel on it later. I'll be back at 10 p.m. Central. Put more stuff up here. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm a small, brand new channel. I hardly ever get a whole bunch of people in chat, which I love because I can actually chat with people. My views are mostly on replays, which is awesome. So, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Trying to figure me out. Well, I don't think anybody's ever going to figure me out because I'm pretty weird when it comes to this stuff because I have such a rich cultural background in my family. I think on my very first live, I was kind of doing a get to know you chat, and I was telling everybody, I was like, if you look at me, I have red hair and green eyes. My Irish came out in me. My sisters, however, look nothing like me. My mom, you can see the Cherokee Indian in her, and my oldest sister. The rest of us, we got lighter and lighter. My mama had 4 of us girls, and I'm the baby. And they joked that, I had to have been like the milkman's baby because I don't look nothing like my sisters. But for me, it's my 3-time great grandma coming out in me. She came over here. She was an indentured slave because her husband and newborn died on the trip over here from Ireland. So she was alone, had no money, no nothing. And then later, 4 years later, she met a Cherokee man. She was working her way down the States. And she met and fell in love with a Cherokee Indian. I have all the documentation on this. It's too cool. And they fell in love and got married. But in order to do so, my 3-time great grandfather was on the Dawes Row. I'm Cherokee Indian. And he was on the very last Trail of Tears. I have all that too. It's so cool. There's actually in the Oklahoma Indian Museum, there's a photo of my 3-time great grandfather that's like tall as the ceiling. It's just a huge, how they enlarge the photographs to be like wallpaper. And he's actually on there. I was like, this is so freaking cool. So I love culture. I just love different cultures too. But knowing, all of this about my history, where my 3-time great grandfather had to give up his Cherokee name, all of his possessions and everything, and pick an American name. And then that's where all my family comes from, from those two. And it's just so cool to know. Yes, absolutely. I'll put that up first then. Yep. Absolutely. I'm not with Tragedy Pimps. If you look back on my channel, you'll see I effed up bad by being even associated with Betty, but I didn't know. I was friends with Olivia. 90% of that was my friendship with Olivia. And I was friendly with Betty, but it wasn't until I started putting things together by being around her even more during the protest period and like really looking at her like you're doing, like trying to figure me out, right? That's when I started trying to figure her out. And I was like, oh no. This is not okay. So when I had to, break off my association with Betty, that of course meant I lost Olivia as a friend too. And it sucks. Oh my gosh. No. That's too funny. I am not one to be scared of, that's for sure. I am. I've always been quite timid and kind of wimpy, honestly. There are things that I'll get fired up, on, like my mama bear will come out, but overall, I'm pretty much a wimp. Always have been. I was the one that was getting picked on and beat up, in school, not fighting back. I didn't fight back until I was in high school. Then I won. I can fight. Or as we said back in the day, I can scrap. Okay, I know. Well, I mean, I have things that I could say, but I'm not going to get into the drama. It's really sad. I hope that I can say that I really hope that certain additional people see the truth and see the light and see that they don't need to be associated with Betty to go further, and they could probably go even further if they weren't, honestly. But yeah, it sucks. I don't personally have anything against Olivia. I really don't. I do wish her the very best. And we were getting to be pretty good friends. And because I came out against Betty, I lost her too. And I knew that was going to happen. It was just going to happen. So, I mean, I prepared myself for that. It's fine. You can't, lay down with dogs and expect to be flea free. So I had to get away from it. And it worries me, but, Olivia's very young. And I think that, hopefully she'll figure things out. That's up to her. That's her deal. She's grown. So she's the same age as one of my kids. And, I bonded with her kind of like an aunt or a mama kind of figure, but I don't have anything personally against her. I think she's getting too deep in with the Betty bullshit though. It really sucks. What can you do? You can, I don't want to be, I'm done with cliches. Anyway, I'm going to go because I've only got like 15 minutes and my little girl will be here. And so I spend a little time with her. So I'll see you guys later. Should I play my song or not? I know I wish she would say neutral too, but I really love my song and I like to play it. Glad you did. I keep telling her she doesn't need them. Need you for your exactly. Exactly. I mean, I'm going to play my outro for just a minute and then I'll be out of here. I'll be back around 10 tonight with a lot more. See you guys later. Bye. I'm not going to finish the rest of it because I got to get off here. Love to all. Bye.